Hi friends, tonight we dive into a haunting mystery, a ship that mysteriously returned home, but without a single soul on board. December 4th, 1872, the middle of the Atlantic. The crew of the Dei Gratia spots a vessel drifting aimlessly on the horizon, silent, unmoving, like a ghost at sea. They hail her. No response, no movement on deck, just the eerie sound of wind brushing against the sails. The next morning, December 5th, a boarding team rows toward the vessel, unaware they're about to uncover one of history's greatest maritime mysteries. The ship was the Mary Celeste, fully intact, her sails partly raised, her cargo untouched, but her crew gone. Not a single soul remained on board. No signs of struggle, no damage, no blood, just absence. It was as if everyone had simply vanished mid-step. For over a century, this single event has haunted sailors and historians alike. To understand this mystery, we must go back to where it all began. New York, November 7th, 1872. Captain Benjamin Spooner Briggs, a respected, God-fearing seaman, set sail for Genoa, Italy, along with his wife, his 2-year-old daughter, and a hand-picked crew. Their 7-year-old son, Arthur, stayed behind for school, never knowing he would be the only member of his family to survive. On board was a volatile cargo. In his final letter home, Captain Briggs wrote, "Our vessel is in beautiful trim. I hope we shall have a fine passage." It was the last anyone ever heard from him. Days later, the Mary Celeste was battling storms. Her logbook's last entry was made on November 25th. Then, silence. 10 days later, the Dei Gratia found her drifting more than 400 nautical miles from that final log entry. What they found defied logic. The ship was seaworthy, the food stores full, even the captain's log intact. Yet the lifeboat and all 10 aboard were gone. There was a small amount of water in the hold, nothing that would sink her. One pump, though, had been disassembled. The Dei Gratia crew decided to bring the vessel to Gibraltar, a journey of 600 miles that would spark more questions than answers. At Gibraltar, Attorney General Frederick Solly Flood launched an inquiry. His suspicions? Foul play or fraud. Despite months of investigation, no evidence of violence or mutiny was found. Yet even in innocence, mystery lingered. The legend of the Mary Celeste spread like wildfire, each retelling more sensational than the last. Some blamed pirates, others whispered of sea monsters, or worse. Was it mutiny, an uprising? Not likely. Briggs was admired by his men, disciplined, fair, and deeply religious, and yet the supernatural theories endured. A cursed voyage, a phantom fog, even alien abduction. In 1884, a young writer named Arthur Conan Doyle fictionalized the event, cementing the Mary Celeste as the ultimate ghost ship. But behind the myths lies a far more human explanation, one born from fear and science. 9 of the alcohol barrels were found empty. They were made of red oak, a porous wood that allowed fumes to escape. As the ship baked under the sun, fumes likely filled the lower decks, turning the vessel into a floating bomb. Captain Briggs, realizing the danger, may have ordered everyone into the lifeboat, just until it was safe. A simple plan. tow the lifeboat behind the ship, wait for the fumes to clear, then return aboard. But the ocean doesn't forgive mistakes. A single gust could have snapped the line, Sir Betts, and with it, their only link to safety. They must have watched, helpless, as their ship faded into the mist, leaving them stranded in endless waters. No one ever saw them again. A century later, scientists tested this theory. Dr. Andrea Sella recreated the conditions and found that alcohol fumes could create a terrifying flash of flame without burning anything. Imagine the sound, the shockwave, the panic, enough to convince any captain that his ship was seconds from exploding. The truth, though logical, could never compete with the myth. After the inquiry, the ship was repaired, sold, and returned to service, but whispers of a curse followed her. Every new captain who took the helm knew the legend, and some claimed to feel it. In 1885, her final captain intentionally wrecked the Mary Celeste off Haiti in an insurance fraud scheme. Her bones still rest beneath those waves. But the crew's fate remains untold. No lifeboat, no bodies, no trace. For 150 years, their story has floated between fact and legend. A ship without a crew, a mystery without an answer. Was it fear? Was it fate? Or was it the ocean claiming what it always does, its own? Perhaps somewhere beneath the Atlantic, the truth still drifts unseen. The Mary Celeste became more than a ship. It became a symbol of the unknown, a reminder that even in the age of reason, mystery still sails the seas. Today, technology tracks every vessel in real time, yet the ocean keeps its secrets. The Mary Celeste sails no more, but her legend, it's eternal. What really happened aboard that lonely ship? Maybe we were never meant to know. If you found this story interesting, share your thoughts in the comments and tell me which true event you'd like to see next. I work hard to bring you original, well-researched stories that reveal the truth behind history's most mysterious events. Don't forget to subscribe so you'll be notified the moment a new story drops. Because these are not just tales, they're real events that deserve to be known. Let's make sure these true stories and the lessons they carry reach more people. Share this video, spread the truth, and I'll see you in the next mystery.